Hi, I'm Tikva Jacob from Givat Shmuel, and today we're going to be learning Perek Nun Tet in Tehillim Le'iloi Nishmat Sarah Rivka Bat Harav Nachum Umindel. The Perek starts Lemnatzech Al Tashchet LeDavid Michtam B'Shlach Shaol V'Yishmeru Et HaBayit Lahamito, which is the way that these past few Prekim start. It's when David is running away from Shaol's men, and he's calling out to Hashem for help. Pasuk Bet sets the tone for the Perek, and it starts V'hatzileni me'oivai Elohai mitzkumamai t'sakveni. David is asking Hashem to raise him up over the people who are trying to be raised over him. So there's these men of Shaul who are coming and trying to put themselves above David and trying to get him to submit. And David is asking Hashem that he be raised up above those people. And it's a very common theme throughout the Perek. So then he says, V'hatzileni mipo alayaven me'anshei damim hosheni. Rescue me from these evildoers. Ki hinei arvu l'nafshi yaguru alai azim. Because they lie in ambush for my soul. Lo pish'i v'lo chatati Adonai. It's not my transgression. It's not my sin. So David's saying, I didn't do anything wrong. I haven't done what they say I'm doing, what they said I'm doing. But they're holding me accountable for these sins. And they are trying to destroy me because of them. And they're coming against me because of these complaints. Bli avon yu'utzun v'kunanu ura lakati urei. He says, without iniquity, they're running at me and preparing to attack. So Hashem, please waken yourself with me and see what's happening. V'yata Adonai Elohim Tzevaot Elohei Yisrael hakitza lifkod kol hagoyim al tachon kol bogdei aven sela. So he says, Hashem, please, you don't have any. Remember the goyim, lifkod kol goyim, al tachon kol bogdei aven sela. Don't have any favor on those who don't have faith in you. Which seems like a strange request from David, to ask Hashem not to have favor on those who are not supporting Hashem, who don't have faith in Hashem, because why would he assume? What's the assumption that Hashem would have favor on these people? But it seems like David's asking, please just judge them exactly how they should be judged, judge them exactly how they are. They're coming against me with sins. Please judge them for that. All right, that's the first part. And then we're going to get into a pasuk that's going to echo back later. Yashuvu la'erev, yamu k'kalev yisavavu ir. They return in the evening and they circle the city like dogs. He's still explaining how these men are transgressing against him. Hinei yabi'un b'fihem, charvot v'siftotehem, kimi shomea. They come and they spew words from their mouths and they shoot swords from their lips and they say, because who can hear us anyway? Kimi shomea. And David seems to answer, V'yatza Adonai tischak lamo, and you, Hashem, laugh at them, because he's saying, who can hear us? Hashem can hear you. Til'ag l'chol goyim, and come and mock the goyim. This next pasuk is also echoed later. Uzo elecha shmora, ki Elohim miskabi. In the face of his power, I wait for you, Ashmora, because Hashem, you are my stronghold, or you miskabi, like tiskabeni, you raise me up. In whose power? Chazal says that Uzo is in Shaul's power, in the face of Shaul's power. So in the face of terror, David is having faith in Hashem and saying, Ashmora, I'm waiting for you. I know you'll come. So he's saying, I have faith in you. Elohei chasti yikadzmeni, Elohim yireni b'shorai. This is the first time that David mentions the word chesed. Chesed, which is in contrast to tzedek, to justice, which we'll get back to in a minute. And he mentions the word chesed, and he says, Hashem, have chesed on me. Anticipate me with chesed. And then comes a very strange pasuk, a strange section. Al tahargeim pen yishkechu ami. Don't slay them, these people who come against me in complaint. Otherwise, my people will forget. He doesn't say what they'll forget. He just says, pen yishkechu ami. Otherwise, my people will forget. Instead, hani'emo b'chelcha v'horidemo maginenu Adonai. He says, instead, make them wander, cast them down, horidemo, which is an exact contrast to tiskabeni, to lift me up and cast them down, which we said before, echoes a lot. And instead, make them wander. Pen tishkomi. Okay, why? Tishkomi. Okay. Chatat pimo devar svatemo. Because of their sin and the words of their mouths, we're starting a new clause saying because of something, then something. So because of their sin and the words of their mouths, v'ilakdu begonam, Let them be ensnared by their arrogance, going on like ava. Uma'ala umikachash isaperu. And let them be trapped by the lies, the falsehood that they say. Okay, so he's saying because of their sin, let them be trapped instead, all right? So altar game, instead let them be trapped because of their sin. And the next pasuk is very shocking. Kalei b'chema, kalei v'emo. Destroy them in wrath, destroy them completely. Which is interesting considering David just said altar game. So he said, please don't kill them, instead destroy them completely. Okay. V'yed'u ki Elohim moshel b'Yaakov la'afsei ha'aretz selah. And then they'll know that Hashem rules Bnei Israel to the ends of the world. Selah. Very confusing section. We'll come back to this. V'yashuvu la'erev yihem mukakele v'yisovevu ir. And again it says, and they'll surround the city, and they'll be like dogs surrounding the city. But this time, lechol im lo yispeu v'yalinu. But this time they're not surrounding the city like dogs on prowl, like they're attacking. This time they're going around the city looking for food and rest, and they don't find any. Va'ani ashiru zecha, and I'll sing to your might. V'arnein laboker chasecha, and I'll sing in the morning about your chesed, which we said before. David mentions chesed. Ki hayita miskavli, because you raised me up. Umanos b'yom sarli, on my day of distress. Uzi elecha zamera. Remember we said uzo elecha shmora, so now it's uzi elecha zamera. In my strength I will sing to you. Ki Elohim miskabi, right? The same way the other one went. Yeah, Ki Elohim miskabi. But there's one more thing added. Elohei chasti, God of my kindness. Okay. Very interesting pasuk, Perek, that clearly parallels itself in several places. So we're going to break it up. Up until the first Vayeshuvu la'erev, up until Zion, David is explaining the bare bones, the bare facts of what he's being accused of. He's saying, people are coming against me and they're accusing me of something that I did not do. I'm not against King Shaul. I don't know what they're accusing me of, but they're accusing me of a lie. And they're coming against me for that. And then he says, Hashem, please, Vayeshuvu la'erev, and he's explaining that, at Yeshuvu he's explaining the situation. He shows like a mashal of what's happening. And he says, but you, Hashem, you know the truth, and you can lift me up. And he says, Elohei chasdi. He says, you're the God of chesed. So we said, keep that there. And you can lift me up. And then, after he explains the whole situation of saying what the complaints being brought against him, that there's false complaints being brought against him, he says, al targim, don't kill them. Rav Hirsch says, al targim means, don't kill them all at once. Don't kill them miraculously. Don't wipe them out like it was nothing. Instead, let them fall into exactly, like we said, v'ilachdu, let them fall into exactly their sins. Let them be instead victims of their own demise, of that they were bringing about all this falsehood about David. Instead, let that falsehood enact back on them. Let them be brought down because of that. What David's asking is for midah k'neged midah. Please just let exactly what should happen to them happen to them. Please let exactly justice play out. Al targim, don't get rid of them quickly. Don't do anything, any added measure. Just let exactly justice occur. Let justice happen to them. But when he's talking about, and then he says, V'yeshuvu la'erev, the second time, meaning that that's the consequence. That the first V'yeshuvu la'erev is they surround my city trying to attack me. And the second V'yeshuvu la'erev is they walk around not seeing any signs of food or rest. It's exactly midah k'neged midah, what they did. Now they're in the exact same situation they set up for themselves, but they don't know how to get out of it, and it's to their detriment. David then says, Penish kechuami. So he says, why should you do this? So that my nation won't forget. So what won't the nation forget? David, throughout the Perek, is explaining exactly what his wrongdoers, what they deserve and what they should get because of it. And at the same time, he's explaining what he doesn't deserve and what he's in a situation that he doesn't really deserve to be in because he hasn't done any of the things he's being accused of. And so, he's explaining what he's done wrong, but he's appealing to a higher level. He's actually also appealing to Hashem's chesed. He's saying, Hashem, because you're a God of chesed, don't just bring them down. I don't deserve to be brought down with them, so bring them down, but also bring me up. I want to be closer and higher to you, closer to you. So not just, I might not deserve punishment, but even more so, give me chesed. I want it even more zchut than just not deserving the punishment. And And why? Because David understands that Bnei Israel, when they're doing what Hashem wants, function on a completely different level than just midah k'neged midah. We don't function on a level where exactly what we deserve happens to us. We function on a level where we can appeal to Hashem's chesed and Hashem's kindness rather than just His justice. And David is trying to teach that lesson. And how is it clear he's trying to teach that lesson? He has this faith in Hashem, even when Uzor lecha shmora, even when he's in the face of hardship. David is waiting for Hashem because he has a faith that Hashem will come. And in the end, Uzir lecha azamera, he knows that Hashem will come. And when Hashem does come, David can sing his praise to Hashem. And he says, because you raised me up, Elokei chesedi, the God of chesed. He raised me up through chesed. Even more than through what I deserved, He raised me up through kindness. And this is exactly the lesson he's trying to teach Bnei Israel. Al Targim, he's trying to teach Bnei Israel this. Al Targim, Penish Kichwami. Don't kill them miraculously, or my nation will forget. What will they forget? We said later in Yudalid, Kalei b'chema, kalei b'einemo, ve'ed'u ki Elohim Moshe b'Yakov la'afsei ha'aretz ela. Who's ve'ed'u? Ve'ed'u can't be the people who you just said, kalei ve'einemo. It can't be that those people will know, because those people have just been completely destroyed. So who's ve'ed'u? Ve'ed'u is pen yishkachu ami. My nation, don't let them forget. Instead, let them know. Show them midah k'neged midah for enemies, and show them chesed for me when I'm appealing to your chesed, so that my nation knows Moshel b'Yakov, Elohim Moshel b'Yakov la'afsei ha'aretz ela, that Hashem rules Bnei Israel in a different way than He rules the world. He rules Bnei Israel in this way where they can appeal to Hashem's higher power and to Hashem's chesed and rachamim, and that's exactly what David is trying to share with Bnei Israel through Sefer Tehillim.